Understanding the complexities of modern dating often feels like deciphering a cryptic language where actions speak much louder than words. While a verbal confession of love or commitment is a significant milestone, it is often the subtle, consistent behaviors that reveal a man's true emotional landscape. Men frequently express their devotion through a series of quiet commitments, shifts in lifestyle, priority, and perspective that indicate he has already decided you are his person. When a man is truly invested, he stops operating as a solo agent and begins to weave your existence into the fabric of his daily reality. This transition isn't always marked by a grand announcement. Instead, it is found in the way he protects your peace, integrates you into his long-term visions, and shares the most guarded parts of his life with you. Recognizing these signs is essential for finding emotional security in a relationship that may not yet have a formal label. It allows you to move past the anxiety of what are we and observe the tangible evidence of his loyalty, from the way he manages conflict to the manner in which he prioritizes your comfort over his own convenience. These 15 indicators serve as a roadmap to his heart. They demonstrate a level of psychological and emotional claiming that goes beyond mere infatuation. When a man consistently demonstrates that you are his primary teammate and his most trusted confidant, he is sending a clear message. His heart is already anchored. By paying attention to these behavioral patterns, you can gain a profound understanding of his intentions, realizing that while he may not have said the words yet, his life is already shouting that he belongs to you. 1. He integrates you into his future plans. When a man sees you as a permanent fixture, his language shifts from I to we regarding the long term. He doesn't just ask about your plans for next weekend. He discusses weddings he needs to attend in 6 months or career moves he's considering 3 years down the line, ensuring you are factored into the equation. This psychological shift indicates that he has already mentally built a life that includes your presence. He isn't afraid of making commitments that extend past the honeymoon phase because, in his mind, the partnership is already a settled fact. Whether it is booking a vacation a year in advance or discussing where you both might live, these breadcrumbs of future casting prove that he isn't just passing time. He is building a foundation for a shared life that he assumes will last. 2. His actions match his words consistently. Reliability is the silent language of devotion. If he says he will call, he calls. If he promises to help you move, he shows up early with coffee in hand. This consistency is a sign that he values your trust and views his integrity as a reflection of his feelings for you. In a world of mixed signals and ghosting, a man who remains steady is signaling that you are a priority. He doesn't feel the need for grand, empty gestures because he knows that the quiet rhythm of being dependable builds more intimacy than a dozen unfulfilled promises. By aligning his behavior with his verbal commitments, he is demonstrating a level of maturity and respect that says he is fully invested in the relationship's success and your emotional security within it. 3. He introduces you to his inner circle. Bringing you into his private world is a significant gatekeeping move that signals he is off the market. When he introduces you to his best friends, his siblings, or his parents, he is essentially seeking their validation while simultaneously announcing your importance. He wants the people he respects most to know who you are because you have become a part of his identity. This isn't just about a casual meet and greet. It's about merging two different social spheres into one. If he's proud to show you off and eager for you to bond with his tribe, it means he isn't hiding you or keeping his options open. He wants his world to see you through his eyes, as someone who belongs by his side and who has officially earned a seat at his table. 4. He prioritizes your needs and comfort. A man who is already yours will often put your well-being above his own minor inconveniences. This shows up in the way he ensures you've eaten, checks if you're too cold, or offers to drive across town, just so you don't have to take the bus. These acts of service are his way of providing and protecting, even in a modern context. He notices when you are stressed and tries to lighten your load without being asked. This protective instinct is a biological and emotional indicator that he views you as his primary partner. He isn't keeping score or looking for a quid pro quo arrangement. Rather, your happiness provides him with a sense of personal satisfaction. When your comfort becomes his mission, his heart has already made the choice to belong to you. 5. He remembers the smallest details about you. Active listening is a hallmark of deep affection. If he remembers how you like your steak, the name of your childhood pet, or a specific work deadline you mentioned in passing days ago, it proves he is paying close attention. To him, you aren't just background noise. You are a subject of intense interest. He stores these tiny details in his memory because they are the keys to making you feel seen and understood. When he surprises you with your favorite obscure snack or asks how that difficult meeting went, he is showing that he is mentally and emotionally present in your life. This level of detail-oriented care is a clear sign of emotional intimacy, suggesting that he has already carved out a significant amount of mental space specifically dedicated to you. 6. He claims you in public spaces. Public acknowledgement is a powerful declaration of exclusivity. When he reaches for your hand in a crowd, puts his arm around your shoulder, or introduces you with a visible sense of pride, he is signaling to the world that he is no longer available. This isn't about possessiveness. It is about his desire to be associated with you. He wants to be seen as your partner and is comfortable with the social implications that come with that visibility. By claiming you in the presence of strangers and acquaintances alike, he removes any ambiguity regarding your status. This behavior shows he is confident in the relationship and has no desire to hide his affection or maintain the appearance of being single. He is effectively closing the door to other possibilities because he is already entirely focused on you. 7. He reaches out first and regularly. Communication is the heartbeat of a relationship, and a man who is already yours won't leave you guessing. He initiates contact not because he feels obligated, but because he genuinely misses your presence and wants to share his day with you. Whether it is a quick good morning text or a funny meme that reminded him of you, his consistency shows that you are at the forefront of his mind. He doesn't play games with response times or wait for you to make the first move to protect his ego. Instead, he bridges the gap between your physical meetings with digital connection. This proactive approach demonstrates a high level of interest and emotional availability. It proves that he values your interaction and is committed to maintaining a steady, reliable flow of intimacy between you both. 8. He shares his vulnerabilities and secrets. Men are often socialized to keep their guard up, so when he begins to share his fears, past failures, or deepest ambitions, he is handing you the keys to his inner life. This level of transparency is a sign of profound trust. He feels safe enough with you to drop the tough guy act and show his true self, flaws and all. By letting you see his vulnerable side, he is essentially saying that he views you as his confidant and emotional anchor. This isn't information he shares with just anyone. It is a privilege reserved for the person he sees as his life partner. When he opens up about his struggles or the things that keep him up at night, he is deepening your bond and inviting you to be the person who truly knows him. 9. He creates we and us narratives. Pay close attention to his vocabulary, as the shift from me to we is a major psychological milestone. When he talks about his life, his goals, or even his weekend plans, he naturally uses plural pronouns. This linguistic change indicates that he no longer views himself as a solo entity, navigating the world. In his mind, you have become an extension of himself, and his identity is now intertwined with yours. Whether he is discussing a movie we should see or a restaurant we need to try, he is reinforcing the idea of a partnership. This inclusive language is a subconscious reflection of his reality. He sees you as a team. It shows he has moved past the dating phase and into a space where your lives are a unified front. 10. He is your biggest cheerleader. A man who is truly yours takes your wins as his own. He is the first person to celebrate your promotions, your creative projects, or even small personal victories like finishing a difficult workout. He doesn't feel threatened by your success. Instead, he feels energized by it. He offers encouragement when you doubt yourself and provides a steady source of motivation when you are tired. This support shows that he is genuinely invested in your growth and happiness. He wants to see you shine, because your fulfillment adds to the quality of the life you are building together. By being your most vocal advocate, he demonstrates that he is your partner in the truest sense, someone who stands behind you and pushes you toward your highest potential every single day. 11. He makes space for you in his physical environment. When a man is yours, his personal sanctuary begins to adapt to your presence. This starts with small gestures, like clearing a dedicated drawer for your clothes, leaving out a spare toothbrush, or ensuring your favorite drink is always stocked in his fridge. These aren't just conveniences, they are physical manifestations of his desire for you to stay. He isn't worried about you invading his space because he no longer views it as strictly his own. By creating an environment where you feel at home, he is signaling that he wants you to be a permanent fixture in his life. Whether it is giving you a key or rearranging his furniture to make things more comfortable for you. These changes show he is making room for a shared reality where your existence is woven into his daily routine. 12. He navigates disagreements with respect. The way a man handles conflict is a major indicator of his commitment level. If he stays to work through an argument instead of shutting down or walking away, he is showing that the relationship is worth the effort. He focuses on finding a solution rather than winning the fight, and he avoids using hurtful language that could cause long-term damage. This maturity stems from the fact that he views you as a partner he wants to keep, not a temporary distraction he can easily replace. He listens to your perspective and is willing to compromise because your emotional safety is more important to him than being right. By fighting fair, he demonstrates that he is protective of the bond you share and is fully committed to the hard work of maintaining a healthy, lasting connection. 13. He seeks your opinion on important decisions. When a man is truly yours, he values your intellect and perspective as much as your company. He won't make major life choices, like accepting a new job, buying a car, or moving apartments, without first asking for your input. This shows that he considers you his teammate and respects your judgment. He cares about how his decisions will affect you and the life you are building together. By bringing you into his decision-making process, he is acknowledging that your voice has significant weight in his world. It isn't that he can't decide for himself, but rather that he wants his path to align with yours. This level of consultation is a hallmark of a serious partnership, proving that he views you as an equal stakeholder in his future and his daily life. 14. He protects you and has your back. A man who belongs to you acts as your primary shield against the world. This doesn't just mean physical protection. It means standing up for you if someone speaks poorly of you or supporting you during a family crisis. He is the person you can call at 2 a.m. when your car breaks down or when you've had a devastating day at work. His instinct is to provide a safe harbor where you feel defended and supported. This protective nature is a sign that he has taken responsibility for your well-being. He views your problems as his problems and is willing to step into the fray to ensure you are okay. When a man consistently acts as your advocate and guardian, he is showing through his strength that his heart and his loyalty are already firmly planted with you. 15. He invests his most valuable resource, time. In a busy world, the way a man spends his time is the ultimate truth teller. If he consistently chooses to spend his weekends, evenings, and holidays with you, he is making a definitive statement about his priorities. He doesn't treat you like an option or a last resort when his friends are busy. Instead, he intentionally carves out hours for you regardless of his schedule. This investment goes beyond just physical presence. It's about the quality of that time. Whether you are doing something exciting or just sitting together in silence, his willingness to be present shows that your company is his preferred state of being. By giving you his time, he is giving you his life in small, daily increments. This steady, intentional presence is the clearest evidence that, regardless of the labels, he is already yours.